back again, folks. Bathrobe Chronicles number 33. I just did the one just a couple of seconds ago on energy healing for pets. You know, I mean, you can't make this stuff up. So that was in our local newspaper, the article about that, and that's been most likely a couple of years ago. Also, a year and a half or 2 years ago, they ran a video gizmo. You know how a lot of newspapers nowadays, when you go online, they have the print part and they have videos and things like that, which is pretty slick, really. And a year or two ago, they had one about this local place. I think in the olden days we would have called it a beauty shop, you know, where you go get your hair done. But now, I guess that beauty shop thing isn't good enough. They call them spas or something. Whatever that means. I guess you go get massages or something. But they had this segment. And this was our, you know, our newspaper, our local newspaper, on this little machine that sucks the toxins right out of you. Think about that for a minute. To begin with, I'm not even sure what a toxin is. I think it's a poison. And, you know, people talk about detox. Well, I think you can detox yourself from actual poison or alcohol or something like that. But this is really this machine is terrific. What it is, it's this little foot bath kind of gizmo. Let me see. I'm looking at the TV. You know, I guess it's like sort of like that, and it's maybe that thick or something. And it's got some kind of electronic gizmo in there. So what you do is you go plop yourself down in the spa, and this nice lady came over who had a white coat on. She's sort of like a doctor. I mean, we just wouldn't want anybody like plugging in this foot gizmo. Anyway, the foot gizmo, of course, sucks toxins from your body. Sucks those babies right out of the bottom of your feet. Now think about that for a minute. How in the hell can that happen? How can you suck anything out of your feet? What do you know? What do you think? Anyway, but the really cool part, and the thing that I admit, it does show that it works, because when you put your feet in, it turns brown. And that's the toxins. And some of them actually claim they can tell by the color which organ it's coming from. You know, like, oh yeah, you got a little yellow in there, it came from your kidneys. Oh yeah, you got a little purple in there, it came from your gallbladder, or whatever. And folks, people pay money for this. They stick their feet in and so forth and so on. Now, I would hope that you know what's coming. Do you know what's coming? Anyway, let me see how much time. This is finished. This will be a short one. Obviously, whether you stick your feet in there or not, it turns the same color. It's some kind of electrolysis jazz. In other words, this, whatever that little gizmo element is in there, whether your feet are in there or not in there, it's going to turn brown. And that's your toxins, ladies and gentlemen. And I'll tell you one thing. If you've been in one of those foot machines, they had you. Folks, does it make any sense? Think about this for a minute. Now let's assume that you could suck all this bad stuff out of your body. Let's just say you could. I'm not saying you can't, but let's just for the moment say you can, okay? Don't you think that doctors would have these things in their offices? Think about that for a minute. Would these people who do hair and massage, would they be the only ones who are on the cutting edge of medical science? Are they the only ones? Or do you think a doctor might be interested in something like this? I mean, gee whiz, if this actually happened, if it could suck bad stuff out of your body, I would hope that every time I went to my primary care physician, she would sit me over there in the corner and put my feet in that little gizmo and crank that baby up and suck all that stuff out. And that's the way we would start, you know, my appointment. You know, each time I go in, I suck all the bad stuff out. Folks, if you put your feet in one of those things, you were had. And as Pat Condell would say, peace.